Welcome to TransMissions, where we talk all Hasbro, Takara, and third-party Transformers. On this episode, there's not a lot of new news, but we've got updates on the Liokaiser Haslab, new images of an MDLX Optimus Prime variant, and a lot of in-hand images of recent releases. Today is Wednesday, February 26, 2025, and this is episode 631 of TransMissions.
Welcome to TransMissions, the podcast that thinks that after Canada's win over the USA in the Four Nations Cup, perhaps America should become a province of Canada. I'm your host, Jeremy, aka Yakko. I'm joined by the excellent TransMissions team, Scott, the illustrious Dr. Pant.
Hello, everyone.
And Daryl, the Cybertronian beast.
We have healthcare. You can too. Let's talk Transformers.
Healthcare and Timbits.
The Timbits is how we get the healthcare into you.
All right. Well, as always, we start off the show by thanking our donatrians, who are the awesome people that support us on Patreon and PayPal. And you could be one too if you go to transmissionspodcast.com/support. They get some awesome benefits, including shows like We Like Big Bots, where Daryl and Dr. Pants have gone over 14 big bots in their collection and talked about them. And who knows if there's going to be any more of that show. I would hope so, but we're going to see maybe not hassling Daryl. Maybe that'll help. But check that out. That is on our Patreon page. And it's an exclusive show just to that, or just to the Patreon. But something that's not exactly exclusive is Empire of Rust. And the main story is still on hiatus for a little while, but the Hate Plague special show that they did with the Renegade Transformers RPG system, featuring Dr. Pants as one of the characters. That is a 4-episode series, and it is episode 2 is now out. So if you would like to check that out, that is at transmissionspodcast.com/Rust. And donatrons will get, when the main show comes back, they'll get the unedited versions of the main show a week early, like normal. Dr. Pants, did you have fun doing the Hate Plague?
Oh my God, I had so much fun. I love tabletop gaming, and I am the forever game master of my group, so I very rarely get to play. So being able to play was a joy, and getting to create my own Transformers character was a lot of fun too. So, and everybody else in there was an absolute blast. We had a hoot. So please listen to it and please enjoy it. It was so much fun.
And have you done the Renegade system before?
I had not. That was a completely new system for me, and it was interesting. It was a nice change of pace.
Cool. Yeah, because I know that the normal Empire Rust, they use some.
They use a modified version of Starfinder, which is the sci-fi Pathfinder.
Cool. Yeah. So, and check that out, and that will be another 2 episodes after this one. So, and then we still have our Transformers #1 Skybound comic with art by EJ Sue on the cover. We still have copies of that. Go to transmissionspodcast.com/comic. You can order one. We'd be happy to ship it out.
And Jeremy, I have one quick surprise for everybody.
Okay.
Just because, Dr. Pants is here and I am here, I think we might as well make this episode a episode of We Like Big Bots.
No.
What do you think?
I like big spots and I cannot lie.
Beautiful.
No,
I approve. I'm
all right. And now we're going to get the content ID on YouTube. But anyway, that's funny. Anyway,
I got a bot right here. Let's go.
Well, I've seen the show notes. We're talking about more than one different character.
Charles, I tried, buddy. I tried, Charles. Jeremy shot me down.
Yeah. But how about this? If you have some big bots that need some stickers, you can go to toyhacks.com and save 15% with our code LOVEMissions. That code is good till the end of February, which is coming up on Friday. The code can be used with RoboPoints, but cannot be combined with other discounts or promotions. And we will have a new code next week for March. So all of that out of the way, let's get into some toy talk. And we're going to start off with a little HasBlab. All right. So if you listened to our show last week, you would have heard that between when we recorded last Sunday and the next day, like it went from like halfway back to completely reaching the 10,000 goal. So Charles and I on Monday recorded a little bit extra, just kind of saying, hey, yeah, we know this happened. But we would have been like a week and a half out of date because from when this episode comes out. So we wanted to say, yeah, hey, we know it was funded, but we're going to talk about it on this episode. So it's funded as of right now on Sunday, the 23rd, when we're recording. They have 12,125 backers. Let me reload that just to make sure that is accurate. Yep. 12,126. They got one more.
Go.
So the next tier, I believe, is I can go down to the bottom here. It's 16,000 is Death Cobra is at, or 13,000 backers. So definitely by the time this episode comes up, Death Cobra is going to be unlocked. But I feel confident in saying that. But then we have 16,000 for the nunchuck accessories, and then 18,000 for the stands. So I am not worried that's going to hit all of those before March 24th. So this is great news, but it got fully back. We have a couple other news items here for HasLab. The first is, like we mentioned last week, they're doing these like meet the bot things on Instagram where they're going through one of the characters doing a little, here's what he does and his different modes. And just cool that they're going through all this, because being a Japanese character, the US audience is by and large not as familiar with it. And then we have they finally launched the HasLab in Japan. It launched on the 21st and was already fully funded. I'm not sure why it was so late, but it is the Takara Tomy Mall exclusive. So the pre-order window is from the February 21st to Monday, March 24th at 11:59 p.m. And it will be 54,780 yen, which is around $365. So that's pretty cool. So I think we had a little bit of feedback this week, but we decided that Dr. Pants, since instead of sending in feedback, you can just be on the show and give us your feedback live. So you had some thoughts on the HasLab?
I just wanted to share my opinions because I'm pretty sure, as I've been on here multiple times, I've talked about how I love the Japanese G1 anime series. I love Headmasters, Super God Master Force, Victory. I mean, I backed Victory Saber, Deathsaurus, and I have dreamed of a good Liokaiser, not that Combiner Wars one we got that was absolute garbage. It was a poor representation. I wanted a G1 of all 6 members, and they gave it to me, and I don't like it for a lot of reasons. Number one, that price tag is Oh, 300? No. And like, does it look proportionally weird? Does it look like the forearms are really gigantic to anyone else and the shoulders are freaking huge and that Liokaiser's head is it's just really tiny?
Yeah, I can see all that. Yeah.
Also, for HasLab, why is it on Kill Bison or whatever they're calling him now, because I know they changed a few names, why are there hollow bits on his cannons? This is a HasLab. Where's the money going?
Kill Bison, they didn't change the name.
Oh, good.
It's Elbat.
Well, it's Elbat and Jaruga, which I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be Jaguar, because they're all named after animals.
Right.
But also, every one of the jet formers, if you look at their images, when they're in their plane mode, their heads are just underneath the cockpits, like not even tucked away. If you look at Liokaiser, look under the cockpit in his picture, and his head's just sticking there. Go up one more.
One more. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just right there. Like, I'm sorry. Like, for a HasLab and these being Voyagers, this looks like crap. I don't know where the money's going. They look like they barely transformed. Like, his toes are sticking out in the back.
Yeah, and like his arm here.
Yeah, his arm's just there. Like this is Combiner Wars level of transformation, and I expect more out of a HasLab. Like, honestly, the only one I think looks any good is Jaruga. I think that one looks really good. That's the only one. I think he looks terrible posing, like as a combiner. It looks like he can't pose at all because everything's so chunky. And like, I don't know, the only weapon he comes with is Kill Bison's gun. That's crap. That's crap making his main weapon, like the weird nunchaku thing, like an unlockable. Because I defended the Star Saber shield because like, I got used in one episode, but I'm pretty sure they've used the spears and stuff in a lot of episodes. So like, I don't know why that's being hidden. I will give them this. Death Cobra as a tier, great idea. He is a 1 episode character. He's in 1 episode and dies, and he never combines. So like, that's cool. But it's nice that they're giving him a figure. And also, it's a different, it's a completely different mold. So that's cool. But I just, oh, God. And here's the deal is when I saw it was Liokaiser, I backed it without even looking at it. I immediately backed it. And then like a day later, I canceled it because I'm like, no, I'm not backing this. So I guess this was a bit more of a rant than I expected it to be because just like, I'm just disappointed.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think this looks that good. Like, I think they even have it mistransformed in that picture right there.
This one?
Yeah, look at his cockpit. It's backwards, right? That shouldn't be like that.
That's like
that's
back.
The underside of the cockpit.
Yeah. I think maybe they had to do it that way to get the Death Cobra on.
I don't know.
It doesn't look good.
It doesn't look good. That looks bad.
And it's a bad Photoshop. Look at the edges there.
No. I just realized it. If you go up and look at all the main pictures, the cockpit is facing backwards in all of the pictures.
Oh, wow.
I never even noticed that. Oh man, every time I look at this, it just gets worse and worse. You know what I don't have a problem with? I don't have a problem with them using the parts forming to kind of help it. I don't think that's a bad thing. Because I think there's only been one successful like combiner done by anyone that was like, it didn't need any help. And that was, is it MMC who did the all-in-one combiners?
They're currently doing them. Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, like, it needs help. It's fine. But I just, wow. The more I look at this, the more I kind of hate it.
So the G1 Liokaiser's, the cockpit is also inverted on the combined mode.
But the animation one isn't.
But the toy one is.
But the toy's garbage, though. It was a G1 toy. Like, we can move past that a little bit.
This is a HasLab.
Yeah, well, that seems like an excuse because, like, that's just an excuse not to have a piece where it just.
Yeah. In the chat here, Alex says that he was planning to, but you're making it a hard choice now.
I listen. I love Victory, and I want to support Victory. I want more Victory toys, but like I would have rather if they released it this way, like with all these designs and whatnot. If they released it as a Titan class, the way they did like Combiner Wars Devastator or Power of the Primes Predaking, I would be way more okay with dropping the money on that, and I'd be okay. But $300 and it being a HasLab, there's no way. Like it just does not look as good as any of the other HasLabs.
That's some images for you, Jeremy.
Okay.
There's one from the cartoon.
Where did you?
So it's inverted in the cartoon.
In the Discord.
Oh,
yep.
Oh wait, is this cockpit backwards in the cartoon?
It is.
Really?
It is.
Hold on. We have the technology to do this. Hold on.
I guess you're right. I thought it was.
There we go.
All right, never mind. Okay, I take it back.
Yeah. So,
okay,
that one I'm going to argue you on.
I will take it back.
There is photo reference to show that they did it right.
Okay, I'll take it back. I'll take that one back.
But I think I will defend G1 toys. That is the hill I will die on. They're 80s toys. Some of them, I mean, they got pushed to 90s, but they are basically 80s toys that they did the best they could, and some of them are like engineering miracles that they were able to pull off.
For the time, I'm not going to deny it. For the time, they're amazing. But there's like, I mean, I guess because it's in the animation. I don't know. Maybe it's just because every other version of Liokaiser I've seen, like every modern interpretation, flips the cockpit around.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's what's messing me up.
Here's so here's a piece of comic art, I think. I don't know who drew this. Apologies. I usually like to have a source for this, but this is literally just off the internet here. It's got it flipped.
Like the actual like plane cockpit is facing out.
Yep.
All right, I get this.
This is the Iron Factory one. Has it the way that you like?
Oh wait, I'm not sharing my tab. There we go.
Yeah, and I think the TFC one had it flipped outward.
That's the Iron Factory one.
Yeah,
there's precedent for both.
Yeah. But the animation wise, then I
the TFC
I accept it in the animation and the toy. It was facing backwards.
Yeah. But your argument about the proportions. I mean, look at the proportions on this. The size of the head and everything. And then you go back to that one. And
honestly, it's the head size that gets me the most. And Leo Zach, like also the green and white jet one, his head's really tiny too. It feels really weird. Like the proportions feel all over the place on this. And I just don't like it.
It feels like the wing on the left shoulder is also weirdly placed. The gray wing.
I mean, that is accurate to that though.
Oh, is
like
it?
It's just, I think it seems weird because they look really big and they stick out really far, and it's proportions, and I'm not sure what something feels off, and I can't, like, I don't know if it's just the arms are too big or if it's the head's too small or if the body's not the right shape, but just something feels off. And for HasLab, with everything they've done, making a lot of these toys look proportionately so good, like they did miracles with RID Ultra Magnus to make that thing look so much better, and I just can't. I don't like it. I don't like this at all, and I don't like to be a Debbie Downer, but yeah.
I did some quick little research here because I knew we were going to talk about it, and the pricing and all that stuff is something that I brought up last week. I did a little bit of checking to see how previous Transformer HasLabs are faring on the secondary market. And currently there are a lot of, Victory Sabers and Death Sauruses are selling. And most recent sales seem to be that, are showing that Death Saurus is selling for $300 US and Victory Saber is selling for around $400 US, which is which is pretty crazy. The knowing these ones were in the $200 or less dollar range to buy. The idea that this thing is too expensive right now is something that I keep coming back to, because the Canadian dollar exchange is extremely bad, for me right now. But knowing that the idea is that this thing is, is going to likely go up in value, just for existing, right, is something that I kind of have to keep in the back of my mind, is that, yeah, if I could make it happen, I could always just keep it and then just sell it. Right.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. It's the price for me too. Like, that's my big thing. Like I said, if they made this just a Titan class at that price point, I don't think I'd complain nearly as much and I'd be okay.
Yeah.
But for 300 US, and also like 300 US, and I basically have to have that ready in a month to put that down. And if I don't, then I'm not getting it. And that sucks bad. But like, I mean, I'll say this because some people will talk about this. Like, most people are going to display this in combined mode. So like, the alt modes for the jets and everything don't have to matter. But like, I think it still matters because that's still cutting corners. And with it being a HasLab, like, I don't think you should cut corners. Not like that. Like, I want the money to. It doesn't look like the money's going into this as much as it did the others. And I think that's my big problem. And again, I'll throw this hollow bits on those cannons. That shouldn't happen. Not on a HasLab. You can fill that in.
I'm sure you'll get a DNA set on this.
But you shouldn't have to.
No, you shouldn't. But
I mean, something like the extended wings on Victory Saber is one thing. Willing to pay for that, but you shouldn't have to fill in.
There shouldn't be gap fillers.
We got new cannons for Victory Saber, if you'll recall, because they had hollow cannons too.
They were hollow, but they were also longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, if you're gonna make new cannons, you might as well make them bigger.
True. But I don't know. It's just, it didn't bother me on Victory Saber as much. It was the underside too, though, wasn't it? Wasn't it the underside of the cannons?
Yeah.
Like, this is fully visible because it's on the sides and it's like out in the open on the connector piece.
Yeah.
Like, they're not even trying to hide it, is I think part of it too. But
I mean, I'm with you. I'm just kind of playing devil's advocate on a lot of
No. By all means, I need that. I need to be challenged when I make these kinds of claims. So thank you.
Sure.
And sorry, I'm taking up so much time complaining about this. I had to give my piece because, again, like, I always love seeing Victory stuff, and I will snatch up anything Victory that Hasbro releases, but except this, I can't bring myself to do it.
I mean, frankly, we don't have a ton of news, so happy to spend the time with ranting about this.
Yay, I contributed.
All right. So we'd love to hear everyone else's thoughts. I mean, were you getting it? Have you reconsidered? What are your thoughts on the HasLab? Let us know. transmissionspodcast.com/feedback or comment in or comment in our YouTube down below. So Daryl, finish us up with this.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's a good point.
Is that it?
It's a good point.
Yep.
All right. So let's get on with the show with some quick hit. And we're going to start off with new MDLX Optimus Prime. This is a reissue, a remold, retaining version of their MDLX Optimus Prime, but this is the sleep mode, which means he's dead. It's got like a shattered chest plate. He's all in gray. They really saved on the painting budget on this one. Those are the same accessories: the axe, the gun, the matrix. This is non-transforming, about 7 inches tall, which where he did have the centimeters. Other browsers, 18 centimeters, Daryl.
18 centimeters. That is.
Oh no, you already said the inches. He was just saying it for you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm being inclusive.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Since I need to start learning the metric system.
You do. You need to start learning the metric system. Yeah.
It's got 48 points of articulation and a die-cast metal frame. I think I already said this is not transforming. This is a 3-0 figure, but it is officially licensed. it is worldwide excluding Japan. I'm not sure what. I guess because this is a Hasbro license, not Takara license figure. And it'll be available second quarter 2025. It's going to be about $80. You don't have an official price, but about $80. So I feel like that's decent for a decent cost for what you're getting here. The metal, you're getting a bunch of different hands. It's going to be superposable. So,
is one of his feet like shorter than the other foot? Like not legs, but like, does it look like a toe? This is supposed to be dead Optimus, right? Sort of sleeping Optimus, but it looks like a foot. Yeah,
I think it's just shorter? The way. I think it's just the way the foot's placed.
Okay,
because there's like
that's a weird battle damage to give him is to like cut off his toes.
Yeah, this is a better. They look the same.
Yeah. I think it's because I've watched people play with these, and the feet have some crazy articulation in them. So I'm assuming they just had it like shifted back.
Okay, yeah, you can do the laying down, holding the Matrix, because the Matrix is the only thing in the set that has color to it.
It's weird to see it too, because I was just assuming that all these pictures were in black and white almost, and then to see some color on it, I'm like, oh.
I always wonder with these, like, quote unquote battle damaged or dead Optimus or whatever, why they don't actually put the battle damage in the spot where he got it in the movie.
Like the side.
Yeah, the only time I've ever seen it is that MPO1, right? And they put like the paint job there or whatever, right?
Yeah.
To kind of make it look like he's got some damage there. But why don't they do like the damage where his side's blown open, right?
There was a
like he's beat to hell.
There was a third party Optimus that did that. It was a Masterpiece Scale Prime did that, where they had that specific piece. You could swap it out for one that had a big hole in it. And I was always like, yeah, we should do that more often.
Yeah. I mean, it'll add to the cost for sure, but
yeah.
Yeah, make him look beat to hell, sure, but then also have his side blown open, because yeah, we all know the movie. That's how he died, because somehow he couldn't get repaired, but then the Junkions put Ultra Magnus back together from nothing.
Okay, so, listen.
We're going to break this movie down now.
I'm all for it. Let's go. Yeah. Let's do it.
That would be alt mode, but it's not this week. But anyway, I think this does look really good. The Optimusness of the figure, like the original figure, looked really good. And the battle damage part, it's not just paint job. They actually have like a new chest piece and stuff. I think they did a really good job making this guy look beat the hell.
Also, I'm going to throw this out there at you, Daryl. If you look at the scene where Optimus does turn gray, there is no mark in that spot where he got shot.
Oh, don't do that to me. I'm going to go watch it.
He's just cracked in spots. That's it.
He's just getting you back for the Liokaiser thing.
Yeah, it's so stupid. There's another hole in that movie. Stop poking holes.
Not a hole. It's not a hole.
Yeah. Maybe a hole in the movie, but not an Optimus.
All right. Well, that's all I got here.
All right. Finally, my turn to talk. We've got an in-hand image from the for the Transformers Adamas.
Adamas?
Sure. Machina. Right. EMT-01 Rodimus Prime. I know those words. And so we've this one here is basically, this is the More Than Meets the Eye / Lost Light figure. It's not exactly the Lost Light one, because it's still the traditional colors of Hot Rod Rodimus Prime, but very much like a the More Than Meets the Eye looking figure. So if you're interested in something like that, take a look at this. It's from Flame Toys, or it's based off of the Flame Toys Kurikar Curry Rodimus action figure, which is based off of the More Than Meets the Eye comic book. So credit where credit is due, everyone. But take a look at this thing. It's fully transformable, which the Flame Toys figure was not. And this thing here is spectacular looking. It is, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is an actual licensed Transformer figure. So this has got something on the Mastermind Creations one, which looks very similar to this, but it is obviously third party. So this one here is licensed, transforming, and looks spectacular. So
this is, I guess, this is Takara licensed, not Hasbro licensed.
Right.
That's it's so weird how they make the distinction there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. They've got a. I'm trying to figure out what they've got it pictured next to. I've got to read the rest of the story here, I guess. Oh, it's pictured next to the Flame Toys figure. Oh. Yeah. So
it's like that's a cook file, Zero.
Down at the bottom. Yeah.
Wow.
So they've got it pictured next to the Flame Toys figure, which I guess the Flame Toys one is bigger. Keep going. Yeah, one more. There you go.
Oh,
so the Flame Toys one is bigger, but they look very, very similar. I wish they'd put the Mastermind Creations one out there too, just because it's essentially the same silhouette. But yeah, this thing looks really good, and it's fairly shocking to know that they look so similar, and yet the Flame Toys one cannot transform, and then this one can. So yeah, I wonder how similar the transformation is between this new one and the Mastermind Creations one. That'd be really interesting to see.
There are some videos out there of people transforming this, and I think I haven't seen it directly compared to the Mastermind Creations one, but I think this one's a lot more complicated. It's way more intricate.
Cool.
It doesn't look like it's compromising that much from the Flame Toys design.
No,
you can see some differences, but it doesn't seem like very many obvious, like we had to change this because of physics.
It's impressive. It's impressive.
Yeah, really big time. Yeah. So I don't believe we have any kind of pricing at this time. Definitely not anything in this story. So keep your eyes out if you're looking for something like this. It's I mean, this is the item that I think people who are dead set against third party have been waiting for, because Hasbro is really not going to produce a more than meets the eye Rodimus in this at this quality, right? They'll probably put one in Studio Series or something like that, and or the comic edition, right? Which is very, it's still
it'd be a repaint.
Yeah, it's gonna be good enough, but it's not gonna be this. Like this is third party quality, right? Like this is, don't give this to kids because it'll cut them quality. This is awesome. So this is something, because you can buy it, it's licensed, and your brain will allow you to add it to your collection if you're one of those people who cannot allow third party items into your collection. So
I mean, that's what really gets me. It is licensed, working with Flame Toys, and licensed by Takara.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy. I never thought I would see that. So we've had a non-transforming Optimus Prime that is licensed officially for everywhere but Japan. We have this that's licensed from Takara, and it is transforming.
Do you think this? I mean, I want to turn this into a bit of a discussion here, because of this, I think there's potential with this line. I've never heard of this company before. They must be a subsidiary to Flame Toys, or like you said, just at least working with them. But I would be interested to know what the potential is of seeing this line continue, in producing popular characters from the comics or something like that. Considering there's already transforming Tarns out there, you could go through the Kurakara Kuri catalog and just say, okay, we're going to do all those figures, but now transforming at this AMT scale, right? Well, and knowing that likely the Mastermind Creations have already done them, right? And you're saying, okay, well, we knew they were popular because third party companies did them, but now we're going to do them ourselves. We're going to have Takara license them, and we're going to allow people to buy them, and they're going to be fully licensed.
Well, I think then this is really funny because they've announced the second figure already, and it's a Predaking.
That's right.
Which is not done. Like, Flame Toys has not done a Predaking. It's not. I mean, it might be based on something from the comics, but like, they're going for like a completely different character rather than comics for the next one. So I'm wondering where this line's going to go in general.
Mm-hmm. I'm interested to see too. Obviously we were talking about the Predaking before on a previous episode, and I'm very interested in it. I doubt I'll be able to afford it, but this thing, the potential of this line to continue on and produce a Tarn or to produce a Lost Light Getaway or something like that would be incredible, because Getaway was the Mastermind Creations Getaway was based off of the same mold as this Rodimus. Just saying. So yeah, I'd be interested to see what they can do with some of this. There were some really popular characters in that comics line.
I feel like this. I mean, as long as Takara holds the licensee to a strict quality control standard, like if they're like, you have to design it and we won't actually sign off on the licensing unless we're happy with it, I think this is great. And it's a way for Takara to save money. They don't have to actually go through the design and production of a figure that isn't going to sell as well as their mainline stuff, because it's a niche market. But it is a niche market that they know is out there, that people that will not buy unlicensed figures but do want these characters. So I think it's an untapped market, and it's a great thing for Takara to not have to do a lot of the hard work, yet they're benefiting from it. And I never thought I would see the day.
Now my question to you guys is this market, you say it's an untapped market, and I believe you, and I kind of agree, but is the market gone because of the fact that the comic has been discontinued for 3 years now, right? So these characters are not in the current community zeitgeist, so what are we going to produce characters of a comic book that was beloved?
But like Dr. Pan said, it was the next one is a Predaking.
Yeah,
I don't think they have to be limited to comic characters.
Okay. Daryl, I'm just going to say you're right. It's not in the zeitgeist anymore, but I'll immediately throw back. What's our current HasLab? Liokaiser. When was Liokaiser relevant at all? Like, and it's not like this is going to be a general, like, out in the store kind of purchase. More likely than not, it's going to be at a few online retailers, or maybe a few, like, I can't imagine where else, but it's a super expensive item. It's a premium item.
Well, it's a third party item, basically. It's Takara making its own third party item.
Well, I mean, I'm wondering if it's something that Hasbro Pulse would ever have.
They did.
They have this?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was up on Hasbro Pulse.
No shit.
It's out of stock, but it was there.
Wow. AMTO.
Yeah. I'm looking at it right now. It was $199.99. And yeah,
cool.
But yeah, see, I'm not saying this is third party either, like, because I would consider this more first party, because it is Takara Tomy, like
second party.
Well, no, I'm just saying this
licensed officially.
This is not. It's an official figure, which technically makes it not a third party figure, but they're making it for the third party audience.
Oh, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, I would say it's not for the third party audience. It's for the high end collector audience in general, because like you're not making this for the third party, because the third party audience has already had 2 chances to get this. This is for the people who are Rodimus fans and people who are, only buying official merchandise, who are Rodimus fans or are comic fans and official merchandise fans. I mean, I think this was a safe play to start with, because even if the design of this isn't exactly current, because the comic has been out been gone for so long, you've still picked a really popular character, and I bet they decided to pick this one based on how well that Rodimus sold.
Mhm.
And that's why they
Sure.
went with it. So, I just think it's weird that they're going with Predaking next. I think that's an odd choice, especially when it's like, it's not based off any particular design other than it's going to be super anime in its design, but.
So it looks like this is a Picard Tomy, and like DJ Ronan said in the chat here that it's a Picard Tomy line, and the Hasbro Pulse thing does say this is an authentic Picard Tomy product. So maybe they did design it based off of the Flame, like working with Flame Toys. But it says here, yeah, authentic Picard Tomy product.
Yeah, I think the only thing weird is on the box for it. I think the Flame Toys logo is still on it.
Well, yeah, I think
It is.
because it's based off of that, and they worked with Flame Toys.
Yeah,
but regardless, I think it's great that you're getting a figure of this quality, from a mainline company, even if someone else helped, work on it.
Yeah,
we never thought any of those Kurokari things would be made into transforming figures because they are just so detailed and complicated.
Now do the Star Saber. Give me that. That's the one I want.
We beat this one to death.
Oh yeah, I'm done with it.
All right.
Yeah. Next up, we've got some in-hand images of Studio Series Dark of the Moon Q/Wheeljack. This is the next line from the live action series. Was he in? Oh yeah, it's Dark of the Moon. Dark of the Moon. So the third one. For a deluxe, I don't think this looks too bad. I mean, looks like how he did in the movie. My only complaint, and this has been my complaint for the current wave they showed off, is like the bot modes. There's a whole lot of highly detailed, just gray plastic. And I kind of wish like either they had toned down the detail a little bit or they had painted it a bit more, because it makes it look very prototypey in robot mode. The weapons also just being in that same gray plastic, it just looks very samey, but I kind of dig the design, and the car mode, as always with these, looks pretty good. It also, any idea what kind of car this is? I don't know off the top of my head.
It's a Mercedes, probably an SL something.
Okay. I was going to say, this looks like, considering what a lot of the other live action cars look like, this looks like a very reasonable car design. This looks like a car I could see like on my street and whatnot, possibly. I mean, it's still a Mercedes, but still. But it looks good. I kind of dig it. I'm not a big fan of the character, and I wish the plastic was a little bit more painted, but Studio Series puts out some pretty good figures, and I think this looks pretty cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, not being painted kind of matches the movies.
Okay, fair enough.
There is not a lot of people know this, but there was a figure from the Dark of the Moon line, a deluxe figure of this character, Q or Wheeljack or whatever the hell you want to call him, that did come out, but only in very select markets. And there was also a Soundwave in the deluxe line as well. And I bought the Soundwave. I didn't buy the Wheeljack /Q, but it does exist. So if you wanted an original one, you can get it out. You can get it. It's out there.
Oh, I just looked it up. Oh, it's terrifying looking.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's great. Cool.
Yeah. The Soundwave is much better. It's a nicer looking vehicle.
Okay. I mean, the vehicle mode looks pretty good. It's that robot mode, and oh my god, if you look at the head on the original figure, that is terrifying. That is nightmare fuel. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Let's give Jeremy an image here. There you go. There you go, Jeremy.
All right. Give me a second. Oh, yeah. But
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
I mean, if I remember the movie correctly, it was kind of
accurate.
in the movie. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's more accurate than the current figure is. But
although, I mean, this one, this is a much more reasonable head.
Yeah.
Very much gives me Albert Einstein vibes with the mustache
Which
going
is
on.
what
There.
I think they were going for.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
All right. Well, next up, we have another model kit from Yolopark, and this is Rise of the Beast Mirage. It is in their AMK Pro line, and so that means that it has diecast parts, premium finishing, and some extra accessories. And he also has rubber tires on his back and his legs. So it does not transform, but he's got rubber tires. So that's really cool. He's available for pre-order for $53.99 and shipped soon. So we have some official images here, and I think it looks really cool, really intimidating with the number of parts, especially how it's laid out here in the box with like the vacuum plastic, just laying everything out there. But it's cool. It also apparently comes with a pin.
That's cool.
But in terms of the actual model kit, I mean, looking at it here, fully assembled, it looks really cool. The metal pieces, I mean, it's got a nice shine to it.
These kits look really, really good. The Yolopark ones, like I'm always amazed at how good they look. I mean, they're model kits, but kind of not at the same time because I think you're just putting parts on the skeleton and everything's pre-painted and whatnot. So.
Yeah, but look at those fingers and stuff. That it's just, it looks just better than you would get from any kind of actual transforming figure.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So
I hear once you're done assembling it, you can spend time to remove all its tattoos.
Huh. That's a Pete Davidson joke.
So anyway, if you're interested in this, you can we'll have the link in the show notes, but it also does come with a stand here. I think that's really cool. This seems like for $60 you're getting a pretty premium model kit. So pretty
That's
cool.
not bad. That's not bad. All right, and last up, the Naruto X Transformers Kurama and Gamakichi 2-pack has been found at U.S. retail. It was found at a GameStop. And in the picture, it is marked at $54.99. This is, of course, the Naruto figure. Kurama changes into the nine-tailed fox, and Gamakichi is the smaller frog character. If you're a Naruto fan, this is kind of cool. It is it's a heavy remold of the Kingdom Cheetor figure. So if you're familiar with that, that's what you can get here, but with some extra parts and whatnot. Comes with some ninja supplies, some kunai, some scrolls, and Gamakichi is a frog that it has to be an original mold. I can't imagine what it would be based on.
I thought it was based off of the RID Spidor.
So some people have said that, but it apparently like it might be based off that, but I can't imagine they dug that back out for this.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe some of the look.
Maybe it's. Unless I got a chance to see it and mess with it, it's hard to say. But I mean, if you're a Naruto fan, this is kind of cool. I'm not a big fan of the Cheetor mold personally, but I do like the way this looks. I don't imagine I would personally pick it up. My wife likes Naruto. I showed this to her and she's like, meh. But she also doesn't appreciate Transformers the way I do.
Yeah.
Time for a divorce.
Oh my God, no. What, just because... Listen. I don't appreciate Naruto as much as she does. She doesn't appreciate Transformers as much as I do. It's a give and take.
Does she have a room? Like you?
Well, she has a room, but it's for, it's for doing art things. It's not for just, encasing yourself in all of your loves.
I see.
All right. Yeah. Well, that'll be it for quick hits. I'm trying to save Dr. Pants here. Let's move on to trips to the store.
The Transmissions podcast will return after these messages.
And Trip to the Store is brought to you by our merch store on TeePublic. Go to transmissionspodcast.com/TeePublic, and you can get access to all of our merch designs. You can get it on shirts, sweatshirts, hats, phone cases, whatever TeePublic has. You can get our designs on that. And also anything at TeePublic. If you go through our link, we'll get a little referral credit, but you can get anything on TeePublic. And they're always doing a sale, so don't pay full price. Just hold out for a sale. So that's all we got here. So let's get into what we got this week. So Daryl, we're going to start with you.
I am up first, and that's because I have nothing new. I am going into the vault to bring out something I've shown before, but it's been a while. I picked this guy up a long time ago because of, he's a big bot, and I like big bots. And
not turning this show into that show.
Do I need to play the theme song again?
No,
please.
Okay. So I picked this guy up, and he's technically called Galvatron, but I call him Megatron.
Oh, so
this is
pretty.
Cybertron, Galvatron. This is the Batmobile. This is the leader class one. This thing is it's fucking gorgeous. I love this thing. It's just big, chonky. He's got all his accessories, the missiles, on the back, the cyber key. It's so much good stuff in one big figure. This is what leader class used to be, right? This is there's so much going on here, and it's heavy. And yeah, I love this thing. And it transforms into something that looks like a freaking Batmobile, man. So yeah, I love it. It's awesome.
And the transformation's fun. It's so cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And just one of these figures. I think I have the Megatron one. I know I've had it in the past and probably got rid of it, but because I got this one. But it's one of those ones that I'm like, this thing's just awesome. The only thing about this figure that I kind of don't like is it's pretty hollow. Just gonna show this here if I can.
Oh wow!
Hello.
Yeah.
See that through there? He's kind of hollow. So yeah, and not a lot I can do about that. It's just he's a car. Hi. Look at So yeah. But he's pretty awesome.
I love that color scheme. I own the Megatron one, which is still like a good looking figure, and it's wild in the colors it has. But man, oh man, that Galvatron that's something pretty.
Yeah, I like having this one. And I think I even have like they used to with this line, the Cybertron line, they used to come out with the little guys as well, like the little I wouldn't even call them core class, like they're smaller than that too. But I think I have the core class or whatever the size class was, Legends class version of this thing as well. And it's a great figure. It's wild and crazy that this thing was ever Megatron, Galvatron, whatever. And it's cool. It's a fun figure to have.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to go next. I had a pre-order come in that in my mind, I ordered something different, and I am happy that I ordered what I ordered. I'm so psyched about this figure. So I got this nice box here, Missing Link Convoy Optimus Prime.
What did you get here?
And it was the version with the trailer. And
good for you.
This guy is so good. Like a few weeks ago, I brought out a bunch of things for comparison here. A few weeks ago, I got the Legends G1 Universe Optimus Prime, and we were saying how this might even be better than the Missing Link. But after holding them both, they're both good, but the Missing Link one, I don't know. I like a lot better than the Hasbro one.
Oh, no. You get the Hasbro like deluxe one if you can't get the Missing Link one. It's a means to kind of cope with it.
Yeah, so he's got, his feet. He doesn't have full real ankle tilts, but he has like a G1 ankle tilt.
Mhm.
But one thing I didn't realize, all of these things that were stickers on the original figure, they're painted and molded in. So you have like his arms,
Ooh.
all of that is molded in.
Oh,
That was
it's so
great.
pretty.
He's got a matrix. The matrix that came with it says it was a new matrix mold. It looks really
Cool.
good. And this whole thing comes out, and then you have the Diaclone seats behind it. So they didn't remove that. They just added this back metal piece to go in there. The head looks great. The gun they have redesigned where you can actually hold the gun by the handle, not by the magazine.
Oh.
So that otherwise it's your G1 gun. And seeing these, it is interesting looking at like the gun that came with the Hasbro one, and just they did such a great job mimicking that for the Hasbro one, like just making it look like the classic G1 gun. And he comes with the axe, which actually just it opens up like that and then comes off.
Oh, nice.
So really nice.
How's
there.
the hand transformation from the? You said you had problems with your Hasbro Deluxe.
No,
How's the hand transformation here?
Just turns like that.
Oh, well, that's simple.
Yeah,
the Hasbro one, like the form has to pop open and it slides under, and it feels like it's gonna break.
Yeah. So this one, it just he just kind of goes. I have the he's doing his little hip flex right now. So there we go. It just kind of goes in like that, and they filled in the hole with the lights because you don't need the hole now because the hand's part of the arm.
Mm-hmm.
So I am so happy with this guy. It's just everything that a G1 figure with modern twist should be. Roller here. From the pictures, I thought that light actually lit up. It does not. But it's basically light piping.
Mm-hmm.
But that piece just flips down, and then he can carry the trailer. Cool. So I think that's really nice because the cartoon had the light.
Yeah.
And then the trailer here. So I brought out my commemorative G1 reissues. Be kind to him. He's a little he doesn't like talking about his short stacks. But comparing the two, there were it's so neat just kind of seeing all the posability, but mainly I wanted to get them out for the trailers. So the color of the trailer is a little different. I don't know if it comes through. The bottom one here is the reissue, and then the top one is missing link. But the door of the trailer it's much tighter. It's harder to open. If I pull it from the top here, it doesn't really. I have to pull it from the side. Even then, it takes a little bit. This that would launch roller is just a molded piece. It doesn't do anything. So that they just kept that for the look of the figure. But when you open it up, they have completely removed the launcher for roller. And that's my biggest complaint is roller has the little things here. So he could be in the trailer and kind of connect into something. There's nothing for him to connect into. So they should have at least had something molded somewhere for him to connect into. But they did make a big change here. This thing comes off and there are wheels. So the little repair bay thing can just go off. So, I mean, you take out all the launcher mechanisms here. Had some room to play. The missiles do launch. So they left those springs. But one thing that is nice about this one over the reissue one I have is look at those missiles on the reissue.
Oh my God.
That was when we had to have short stacks and long missiles.
Mhm.
And the new one goes back to your good G1. The tires are rubber on the cab. They feel great. I do think I prefer the new PVC rubber tires on the Hasbro one, but that's personal preference. But also the box here, they styrofoam. That was great.
Mhm.
My God.
New box art here.
Wow.
I got the original artist that did the original box art, did the new Optimus Prime doing the leaping pose. I thought that was great. And then it has the red thing to do the tech specs. Comes with the instructions, but then it comes with this thing, a little pamphlet in here that describes all the changes or all the additions to it. I used some Google Translate because it's all in Japanese, but it goes through all of the things, like pointing out, this was done. I thought that was cool. And then what happened to it? It also has a little commemorative card similar to the one that came with the Japanese G1 figure, but updated for this figure. So I'm just so happy with the set. I'm so happy that I did buy this one, and it wasn't that they sent me the wrong thing. I bought this one. I just, in my brain, I'm like not able to justify buying the one with the trailer, but I did. So past Jeremy did something really good that current Jeremy's having to pay for. But yeah, this figure is so awesome. I'm so happy I got it.
Good for you.
Very cool. Very cool.
All right. Well, Dr. Vance, top that.
I don't know if I can. I mean, I my pile of loot shipped from Big Bad Toy Store, and to be perfectly honest, about half of it was upgrade kits. So let's take a look at that right now. First things first, I got an upgrade kit for Legacy Silverbolt, Beast Wars. It made his wings much more pronounced and wider, so he's a little bit more impressive. And it also added in an extra piece to the tail, so when he transforms into his beast mode, the tail feathers actually stick out past the back part of the robot, which it didn't originally, so that was cool. But this upgrade kit was actually an extra because it's not why I bought it. I didn't need an upgrade kit for Silverbolt, but I did need an upgrade kit for Legacy's Tigerhawk, which came with new cannons, which are not super hollow and are painted a little bit more shiny. Bigger claws that hang over the shoulders. These are the rear feet in the beast mode. It also put in some gap fillers in the wings. So this is a gap filler, fills in all this negative space here, and that looks really good. And it also came with an extra piece to add to the head because it gave him his mask that the original figure had. Now, this isn't the vac metal ultra shiny one, but at least he's got that mask now, like the original figure had. I like Tigerhawk a lot, so I was really happy to get this upgrade kit and make him just a little bit better because I was a big fan of the original toy. And this is pretty good because I don't have the original toy anymore, and I'm sad. But this comes close. The other upgrade kit was one that I'm pretty sure Daryl and I both, the minute we saw it, we pre-ordered it. And that was for Legacy Animated Prime because, oh yes, we got that upgrade kit that gives him all of the crazy, like, powered-up Prime accoutrement. Daryl, I don't remember. Did you get yours yet or no? Have you shown it off?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's built. It's over on the side.
Yeah. What a lovely kit. Like the vehicle mode gets like over twice as long, and it gives him beautiful wings and the shoulder cannons and he has a faceplate now, which was my only problem with the original figure. He's got a faceplate now, but he's also got a visor
and sunglasses. Yeah.
Yeah. And two visors, one that has white ears, one that has blue, and you can just keep the blue one in the hammer because the hammer splits open to hold it. But what a cool figure. What a cool figure. And that big ladder cannon on the background, he can undersling and everything. I love this. This is great. I love me a Power Master Optimus Prime, and this is getting close there. This is like somewhere close to that. So I dig this quite a bit. Very, very cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's a worthy upgrade kit. Makes that figure so much better. Not that it was bad to begin with. I liked it. I did get 2 actual figures, and my first one up is I got that. I can't remember what it was called, but it was basically like a leader class Transformers 1 Optimus Prime, the Japanese one. He does the face swap gimmick, so if you want yours without a faceplate and just have it be Orion Pax, you can like twist and have it do that. I'm not going to do that now because it's actually a little tough. My favorite thing is he comes with, hold on, spring-loaded features, spring-loaded shoulder cannons, which is just a cool feature. He does come with the Energon axe. I have that put away right now because most of the time I have him displayed holding his the Matrix. I have that nice gold Matrix in there. That's really cool. My only complaint with the figure is the entire top part of the cab is his backpack. So like all of this here is the I can there's the front of the truck, there's the hood of the truck, the sides come down, it basically just covers up everything. And that's my only complaint because like I wish it didn't do that, but he looks really good in both modes. There's some nice painting on here. And my other thing, the shoulders are a little weak, so it's hard to get him into some really cool poses with the axe, but it's a pretty cool figure. I like it. I like having a nice leader class Optimus Prime, a bigger one, with all my other movie leaders. So, and they brought it in the chat. It's Power Commander. That's what he was called. Power Commander Optimus Prime from Transformers 1. Cool. And then my last one is, it only seems appropriate. I got a figure for Liokaiser. This is Iron Factory's Leozak. So this is the 4th figure I have in this, and yes, he is tiny, and I know I could get the HasLab one, which is bigger, and I like big bots. But this looks really cool. And the head folds away when he turns into a jet. That's important.
And the combined mode is more proportional.
It is more proportional. And again, this is the biggest complaint a lot of people have, but it does look really good. But here is Liokaiser as he is right now without Leozak in him. But this has all the other parts in it. But I mean, he's looking really good, and his backpack isn't as bad because Jaguar is just like the butt. Otherwise, he's in there. But and sadly, the Liokaiser head is a separate piece too. But it's bigger. And it's more proportionate, so I'll take it. And of course, he's got his little breast friend. Because this isn't the chest force, it's the breast force. Hasbro, you cowards. Little breast animal. And he came with a crap load of other accessories. I don't think I've shown any of these off, but every one of these has come with their own individual spears. A couple of them have come with poles that will be the electromagnetic nunchaku, along with a bunch of other weapons. And Jaguar came with these big back cannons that sit on the back there and can make him look a little taller, or they can be handheld weapons. And they all come with extra hands. And one of my favorite things with the Liokaiser one is everybody said, "Oh, we want an unlockable goal for Kill Bison to get the flipping you off thing that he did in the one episode." The Iron Factory one actually came with that. He has that hand.
Nice.
So yeah, but there you go.
That's cool.
And it's a cool set. I'm really digging it.
It's gonna look great. I mean, I've seen it finished, but it's one of those ones that like it fakes everything, right? So the
only thing I don't know is how much the arms fake. I think the arms, there might be a piece to kind of fill in the lower waist to the legs so that you don't see like the individual thighs, but I'm not sure. It does fake a lot. And like, I know I'm also coping with that to be like, oh, look, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's going to look good. And I will say also, like when you do play with the figures by themselves, they are a lot of fun. They definitely got better with time too, because the first one actually wasn't great, but still.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's it for me.
Cool. All right. Well, I realized I didn't show mine in vehicle mode. Transformed them real quick. So looks really cool. All right. Well, that is it for trips to the store. And I think that is it for the whole show. So thank you everyone for watching and listening. And thank you to our Masterpiece Donatrons, for the people that support us at the highest level on Patreon. So thank you, John 4X Loving Good and Steve C. Give them shout outs in every episode. And thank you, Dr. Pants, for coming and joining us at short notice.
Thank you guys for having me. I'm glad I paid attention to the Discord and I was like, oh, they need me. And I am available tonight. I can do this and I can complain about things. Hooray. So
you definitely added a lot to the HasBlab segment.
Yeah, sorry if I went on too long.
No, I think it's great. So I think that will do it for transmissions this week. So we will talk to you next time. Bye.
See ya.
Later.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Transmissions. If you'd like to join the conversation, travel to our Discord channel at transmissionspodcast.com/Discord. Want some cool transmission swag? Feast your eyes on our transmissions gear at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. If you'd like to support our podcast, go to transmissionspodcast.com/support or tell your friends about our show. We'll see you next time.